You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Hi, I'm Joe and welcome to Darkest Dungeons. So I want to start this Let's Play to see how it goes, if you guys like it, and maybe I'm going to continue it, maybe not, we'll see. Alright, we're going to the next map.
Run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
I have practiced the game, so I've done this tutorial a couple of times. And I will explain more how it works while we're playing it, not everything at once. Alright.
Dispatch this thug in
Our first battle.
fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
Right, you can pause the video if you want to read this, but I already read it. We surprised him, there's a very low chance we always get that, so we got the first attack. Normally, turns are based on the character speed and RMG. Who goes first, who goes second, and so on. Until everybody builds is done, and then it's going to reset. Right, that was our very first battle. And now... this is actually one of the things that we can see in the dungeons and find. Sometimes it could be good, sometimes it could be bad.
There is much to be found in forgotten places.
And mostly they are bad. But that's the risk of RMG.
An ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
Yes, I have returned. Oh, I'm gonna do... oh, nice. We dodged it. What is our dodge skills? As you can see, here are every stats and everything, but I'm going to go that over later. A lot of information we still got to go through, but the game can be really fun if you know what to do. And if you want to kick the gods of RMG ass, or try to defeat them, good luck. Right, we are bleeding. We take 1 damage a turn, but he's going to bleed too. And thankfully, the blood bleeding skill does stack. So first it does 2, then it does 4. Oh, that's a crit. That's bad. Can bleed. And some more stress. We don't need stress. There we go.
Size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Right, the negative thing is when someone dies, the body still heals, and he's still in the 3rd position, because he's so big, he takes 2 spots, like my 2 guys. But this guy has a gun, so it has range to hit him. It's gonna hit us again, and now it's my soldier's turn. He's going to try to remove the body, that's all he can do. Alright, the body's gone. Now he's in front position. Yes, I know you're bleeding, but there's nothing I can do right now. Get him.
Give them no quarter.
Right, I'm gonna take that chest, which you see is very tempting actually to get, but that chest is a trap. And there's no way to get around it. I tried. So this is when you complete the dungeon, of course, and you can return to town. This is to stay here. And this was to return town. Everybody who plays it for the first time, even I did, stayed here, opened the chest, and only get a real nasty trap. So I'm going to leave it right there. Okay, welcome to the town. Oh, not yet. First, all the money and the items. Alright, what do we get? Every time when you do a dungeon, you get something positive or negative added to your character. Like this one, has plus 15 bleed resist. That's really awesome. And this has 10% blight resist as poison. So that's pretty good skills. Just straight stats with no other ways to get it.
Such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now. And you are bound to them.
Well, thank you. The narrator has an awesome voice. Alright, what we have here is the first town. We cannot access everything they're going to unlock later. But first we have the graveyard.
First we'll end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
Yes. So there you will see all you guys where you're going to die. And they're going to die. I assure you.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
This is all the quests and all the bosses you have to defeat to finish the game. So that's gonna take a while. And this is where you can get
men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
Oh, I love the voice, but really negative speaking. Alright, this is where you can recruit new heroes or champions, you could call them. We have two and we have to take them. We got the Plague Doctor. Of course, here's something negative and positive. The negative is accuracy -5 for range skills. That is bad. And if we are on the caves, this is another map, another kind of dungeon, we get plus 15. And so far, throwing, a melee, and a buff ability. There's a bleed also. So, pretty
what better
good.
Laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
Pretty good, what was it? Plague Doctor. Alright, and we have our healer. Oh, what? Only one negative thing. Alright, takes more stress damage versus humans. That's bad. Alright, by giving them food, they heal more, and... Alright, and more stress heals in a brawl soul, but that's going to later. Alright, so got melee attack, range attack, heal, and also a melee attack. So, one range attack and one heal attack.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
Alright, we're going to embark our very first mission.
Of madness and morbidity.
So this is our first dungeon.
Begins.
This is the darkest dungeon. As you can see, a lot of great, very great rewards. But you need a higher level character. So far we have 2 level 1s and 2 level 0s. Right, so the first dungeon. It's a short dungeon, no camping allowed. So we get this item, +2 dodge, -speed. This is for upgrading and some money. Right, the first important stuff is the position. This one is the first position, second position, the third position and last position. Why that's important? Every ability goes from a position out. So this one you can use at first and second. This one third and fourth, and this first and second. And then the red dots tell you which one of the positions it can hit and which it cannot. So that works. Alright, so we have no items yet. We're going to get an item once we got through this dungeon.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold.
Alright.
In blood.
Now we have to prepare for the dungeon, so you need supplies, of course, to survive. First thing we need is also torches. I always take 9 with me for even the easiest dungeons. 1 shovel, 1 bandage, 1 key for opening chests for prizes, and let's say 12 food. That should be enough. But because when you go to a dungeon, you need some food, of course, to eat. Because if you don't, you get a little bit of damage, I think, and a lot of stress. Alright. And stress is quite dangerous, actually, and quite difficult to manage. I'm more working on the stress levels than the health levels, you could say. Because it really can fuck you up. But you're going to see that in the future. Alright. Our very first dungeon. that symbol what you see, that's stress what we're going to get. And if that bulk, that little bulk, is going to fill up, that means it's going to...
Treasure could staunch the flow
they're going to go crazy.
corruption.
There are different kinds of crazy. There's ignorant, hopelessness, and everything like that. And they're going to bring, when they reach that point, all the stress up from all the other characters. And if that bar, the stress bar, fills 2 times, they're going to have a heart attack and die. So we don't want that. Right, going to set them up for an easy kill. Now it's going to be their turn, I think. But, ooh, one got stunned, so he's going to skip a turn. Right, this one, as first, second position, can hit 2 at once. There we go, double kill.
Give them no quarter.
200 gold, and this one is not trapped. It's still just a tutorial.
Only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Right, this is the reason why you have to need shovels.
Even
If you...
the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Yes, if you don't have shovels, you have to do it with your hands. You're going to lose HP and you're going to get a lot of stress. And also what I've got to say, your torch level is going to go down. And torch level is important to release stress. Next battle. Right, we got 2 skeletons and 1, I forgot the name of it. 1 stress. This one is the gold just does not. Alright, this is a cultist, so this one gives you only stress. Not maybe 1 or 2 damage maybe, but 20 or 15 or 25 stress damage. And that's really bad. So what we're going to do is try to kill these one first. The setting is bleed, doesn't work. As you can see, what's going to do? Oh, nice dodge. Whew, locks it outside. For RMGs, for now on our side, but mustn't speak too soon. Right, this attack does all of 3 of them. Oh, she dodged it. Her dodge is always high. Let's see, can I hit her? As you can see below, there's right. What is going to stand right there? I have a 67% chance to hit. These one are much higher. But they're going to die pretty soon, so... Ah, does it stun? No, stun resisted. This one, double attack. Both of them dead. The problem is, the 2 bodies are in the way to hit her. Right, how much? 50 stress damage. I'm going to try hit her again. This time a stun? Yeah, so she's going to skip a turn. That's awesome. Going to shoot her. Oh, she's dead.
Maintain the offensive.
Nice prize. The torch, you can actually do a lot of difficult and fun ways with this. Because as you can see, how lower the torch goes, the more stress you can get. And enemies can do a little bit more damage and also more chance to get crit damage. But you can also get more crit, as you can see. And also, the lower the torch, the bigger the chance you get for prizes. So the lower the torch, the bigger the prize. So I'm going to try to keep it low for the first level, for the very first battle too. So, oh, also we surprised them, so we can get a lot of treasure the first time. Right, so the first round we are all first because we surprised them. Oh, a critical! Nice, 1 damage only. And he's going to die if I do this. He got. Oh, he's going to die. Just 1 HP left. Right, going to try to stun the. Stress? No, she resisted. What is a stun resist? 25. I was hoping for more. Alright. Just a normal attack. Him. And how much stress? 22 stress.
The slow death.
He's dead. Just have to finish her off.
Unforgiving.
And whoop. Oh, she dodged it. Let's heal him for a bit. Alright, the torch is now 50%. That means a lot of prizes maybe. Is he going to bleed? Yes, as he's dead. As you can see, way more money. And this one, you can also put items inside of chests or other things to unlock it. At this time, we're going to use a key. And we got a key back. 2 skulls at 1,000. Ooh, a lot of money. Alright, gotta go here. Gonna use the torch again. Keep it a little bit up. Right, hopefully we're not going to see. Yep, a trap.
Carelessness will find
Sometimes
no
you have
clemency
scouting
in this
abilities
place.
that you can see the traps, but sometimes you don't. Yeah, that's the torch warning, I know. Just going to keep it. One more torch. Now it's at 59%. Alright, going to go down here first before we're going to continue. Let's see what we're going to find. Another trap.
Mechanical hazards possessed by
Right,
evil
let's
intent.
eat a little bit of food for healing. That's one of the reasons I took food with me. And in here is another battle and a fountain. That is actually a very good fountain. It can give you... let's see. We'll try to blind and poison him. Yes, for 4. And I'll attack. I'm going to explain later what the fountain does. Gonna heal him. Who's next? You are. You are next turn dead, so I don't have to worry about you. So I can just focus these two. This one in the back can do a lot of damage, so you need to try to get him at the front. Right, he's almost dead. It's his turn to shoot him. There we go, 8 damage. He's almost dead. Maybe he's going to die. Dead ability. Is he blinded? Yes, he is. For 4 damage and he has 2 HP. So we're about done.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Is that for fun? And let's finish him off. There we go. A lot of prizes. Ooh, we're full. Alright. What should we throw away, actually? Actually, this one. Not so valuable. Alright, I'm going to give it to the Plague Doctor. As you can see, there's a holy fountain. It can get you more stress, or it can get you sick, I think, or it can heal you plus release stress. So if you use an item and you know which item, it does, let's see, 20 HP and 20 stress gone. And we got a scout. A large scout, so I can see. Oh, only one. Alright, I'm going to head toward that. It was just one thing. Maybe it's a bag. Oh, I forgot. That's mean the negative things what your characters can have. So if you look at this one is prone to stealing items. So if you get any bags or anything like that, it's have a chance to steal it. You can get a medical treatment for that, but that costs money. So you always gotta think, is it worth it? And you saw me go backwards. You can do that, but the downside is actually that they get more stress when walking backwards. Right, we're almost done with the first dungeon. This time he did not steal. Some extra food. Going to give that to him. We got 2 geese, so maybe we're going to find 2 more chests. Oh, this is the food event. This is why you bring food. If you don't, you get a 20% damage. Only 20% stress damage. So you don't want that. And they lose some HP, I think I too. Not sure. Alright, we're done, but we're going to stay because there's one more dungeon room we have to go through. I'm gonna try to keep my torch a little bit low. I'm glad I still have a shovel. And please let there better be in here. And yes, and a golden chest. torches low. So it's going to be more difficult. They do more damage, more stress damage and everything like that. But the positive thing is that we can get more rewards. Alright, I'm going to use that one to buff my character for more damage and more crit and everything. Oh nice, he dodged it. Alright, I'm going to try to blight the two in the back. One resisted, one got blighted. And can I stun you? Yes, for 1 round he's stunned. HP is not going to be a problem. Stress is going to be the most problem in this game actually. Let's see, I have 1 to 12 damage to him. And it is 8. So he's not dead yet. I was hoping I could kill him in 1 blow. Alright, going to try to blight him double. Yeah, alright. 8 damage. 8 damage, that's quite nice. And there we go. The last one did miss. But he's dead. Right, I'm glad I stunned him, so he's going to skip a turn. 5 damage. But he's going to get 3 back. See, there's a random number random number generator of RMG. Look, I just gotta call it RMG. They're never on my side. Oh, maybe they are. Because I dodged that. Like that. Gonna shoot him. Oh, 1 kill.
Slowly,
He's dead.
gently.
And
This is how a life is taken.
now I'm gonna blight him. 0 damage, but blighted for 4 damage. And there we go. Now he's dead. More reward, and we're going to use one of our keys to get those 2. Alright, now we're done. We can click here. And that was our very first dungeons. So, let's see how much money we're getting. I'm not going to show this every time because it's very slow. You just can skip it if you want. Got 5,000 and a lot of skulls, papers and everything to upgrade the facilities. Right, we got 2 extra perks. One is negative, minus 10 bleed resist and minus 10 stress damage. Just less stress damage is good. Alright, I'm gonna return to town, so
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
alright, we got a few more things unlocked. We got for stress release
Been dusted, the pews set straight.
the
Calls to the faithful.
we got the church. This is how to upgrade it, as you can see. And we also
Fresh
got
eggs,
the
cards and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
and this is also for the tavern if you want to help you guys release stress. But everything, as you can see, if I want to release your stress, it costs money. And this guy is just an asshole. He's always keeping one spot filled up, so I cannot use it because he's in it. And later on, these doors going to be unlocked. Alright, this was the first Darkest Dungeon episode. Let me know what you think, and let me know if you want to know more and help me explore the game and everything, how it works. So that's about it, and I will see you next time. So, bye.